So the situation with the kids is you was ignoring them, you wasn't paying attention to their downloads, you was starting to talk back, and the fact that they said, I bet you won't say it to my face, after doing your research and finding out that these people never cared about you, they was doing it on purpose, and they didn't mind saying it to your face because they felt like, oh, she ain't gonna do nothing, and if it get to it, I could fight her. So they, with the kid situation, they thought that you was gonna break down, go crazy, and give in to the threats that they gave you before they took your kids. But little do you know, it says attack and use your morals against you. So your spiritual response, you responded because you was emotional because of when they said it, then found out, then you started watching them. But you weren't emotional because of what they did to you. You're emotional because of who did it. You know. So in the moment, remember your conversations with God. You remember your conversations with people, period. Like the downloads that you get. You remember the conversation, but it's like putting a name to a face. You have to wait until whoever was attacking you, you know. Don't hesitate or you'll lose. Yeah. So now that you know how these people truly are, you have no emotional ties to them. So when they try to attack you spiritually, you pay attention to that. You get your situation ready. So when it happens in real time, you could put them in their place. And then people will start to realize, like, damn, this whole time, this was who was, we were supposed to be protecting, not attacking. So whole time, y'all were siding with the enemy because y'all were given a task to protect Divine Feminine. But because they was playing in Divine Feminine's energy and Divine Feminine was giving a sarcastic answer, people saw that and was like, okay, well, we need to do something about her because she, we supposed to be we supposed, and then the fact of that, which helped them to get more, is like, oh, you should respect her more because all that stuff she's done for you, and you want to have the nerve to say that. And it's like, girl, little do you know. So now that Divine Feminine is stepping into her power and becoming her true self, people will see that and they'll start realizing. And they gonna want their karma for the people that lied to them, thinking that they were the Divine Feminine when, you got my energy involved in being disrespectful to this Divine Feminine when I was supposed to be protecting Divine Feminine, but because you lied to me and wore a false mask, like. And then I heard something about she's changing, and then they word played on that, like she's changing, oh, she's switching sides. But it's like when they took that information to God, God was like, you really think that I don't know my creation? I talk to my creation all the time. She's the only one who doesn't bother me 24/7 about a situation, but also realizing like, dang, I haven't heard nothing from her in a while. She always saying thank you, but what have I done? Making him feel bad because he wasn't paying attention to Divine Feminine. But it's like, you also have to remind me, hello, like make sure or whatever. But then it got to a point where like, I ain't never heard you talk to me this much. What's really going on? So you're cutting these people off for good. They're no good for you. They're dishonest. They tried to use your kids against you, tempt you. You were still being brave. You were still kind-hearted and supportive or whatever. Love is in the air. It's a mystery. This masculine. Just stick to your path. And healing. So if you're mirroring your person, your healing journey should encourage them to follow the same journey, because if they're trying to get to you, then they need to take the path that you took. And the path that you took is a hard path, but it's helping them to realize the same things that you realize. Even if it's not their biological family, it's the family that they created, the family that they trusted, the family that they built a bond with and grew up with and been through everything with, that they thought that they could trust. Says a reader, she said, this person thought that they could trust the group of people that informed him about divine feminine, but they lied because they were trying to stop this union and stuff like that. And now his life sounds like it's going down the pooper. So we asked you for answers. Like I said, like I mentioned, if my test is different from your test and you ask me for answers and I don't know that my test is different than yours, I think that I'm helping you to get to the same level as me. I'm going to help you if I can help you. That's just saying, like, if I know information and I don't tell you, what type of person am I? When I could have helped you. And then not knowing what resources you have, if you would have got to another level, a solid, like a stable level, you could think clearer and then unlock your resources. And then because I helped you out of the kindness of your heart, if that's what you wanted to do, you could reward me for being the one to assist you instead of being greedy and wanting it all for myself when we could share it. But they took it as, oh, you made us fail on purpose because you wanted us to be held back. You didn't want us to be on the same level as you, or you think that we're gonna be that we're gonna make it to the next level before you or whatever. And then that's when they started looking at, well, if our test is so different, you know, what type of questions are you getting? So a friendship, or you cutting them off, or taking your kindness for weakness, or something like that. Now they worried about a foundation, the truth, an announcement, a decision, new beginnings. Haven't seen that one in a while. Untrustworthy people. You going out there, you living your life. It's going to be sweet. Trust the process one step at a time. So because they didn't make the cut of being your friend, they're going to have to make the cut of sitting back and watching you elevate by yourself, because you realize that these people are just users and abusers and selfish. And then although they did get you to see what you didn't see, it's the way that they did it, like, for their own benefit. It wasn't to help you. It's just that's the way that it happened. They wanted to be a part of the, I don't have to do so much work. I can just get her to do the work and give it to me, and thinking that you a nerd and all this stuff. Trying to pave your path for their benefit. They want you to follow the path that they have set for you for their benefit. Not even caring about where it is that you need to go. Dishonest healing path. Yeah. They wanted to help you heal, but they tried to stop your healing. And then on your path, they tried to tempt you to do so many things that would get you disowned by God. And then you would have no choice but to go and team up with the devil, because it's like, you don't want to be by yourself. Bitch, I'd rather be by myself than team up with a motherfucker just because I don't want to be lonely. They said, like, divine masculine teamed up with this karma because he wasn't ready for divine feminine or something like that. But you're spiritually connected with divine feminine, and you're asking her these questions before you approach her. But you also have this karmic masculine trying to get in the way because he's teaming with these karmics, and he got the baby mom number 2 in his ear trying to coach him and convince him to do all of this stuff to divine feminine because she felt disrespected because her nigga chose to entertain another female. The female didn't know about you, shorty. So third person communicating, guiding you spiritually down path, using your power for bad. Okay, so basically I'm gonna do another one.